Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about sets. It could be that sets in terms of mathematics is a very new concept for you, but likely you've thought about things in sets in your life because a set is just a notation, or sorry, a collection of objects. I read notation there. So a set is just a collection of objects. For example, we have like a set of DVDs, a set of dishes. Showing my age a little bit on the DVDs. Set of dishes, set of numbers. All these things. The notation, we just use a capital letter. So we could say like set A for sets. In order, in set notation, it does not matter. Order does not matter. We call each object in the set an element. So like below, we could say, let's use 5 here. We could say 5 is a member of the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice we also use these curly brackets around the elements, and that represents a set. So if set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we'll use 3 this time. We'll say 3 is an element of A, or 3 belongs to A. And just like with like an equal sign or not equal sign, you can put a line through this symbol and make it not equal. So if we say, considering A, we could say 6 is not an element of A. Just rewrite that here. I'll write that a little bigger so you can see it, although my symbol might be, it kind of looks like a C with a straight bar through it, and then not equal to A. The two sets are equal if they have exactly the same elements. So the two sets are equal if they have exactly the same elements. So these sets are all equal even though the order isn't the same. Order just doesn't matter. Although it's convenient to write them in order from smallest number to largest number, if that's the case. If a number occurs more than once, you do not have to write it more than once. So you just write it one time. Okay, a couple definitions with sets, but a subset, okay, so A is a subset of B if every element of A is also an element of set B, or if A fits inside of B. And so if we draw a line through this, this means it's not a subset. And so in this class, for example, we could say everyone taking this class is a subset of students at Park Hill High School, because everyone goes to Park Hill High School. Unless there's someone in this class who's not in Park Hill High School, then we would say everyone in this class is not a subset of Park Hill High School. So look at this example here. So say we have B is 1, 2, 3. I'll move that up a little bit. C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and D is 1, 5, 6. Then what can we say is true? So we want to know what two sets are, what set is a subset of another one? Well, if you look at B and C, B, 1, 2, 3, all of those elements are in C. So we can say B is a subset of C. And then I could say D is not, there's a couple things you could say, but D is not a subset of C. Because if I were to, like, we can maybe draw with pictures. If C was here, then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And D, draw that here, 1 and 5, those overlap. But then 6 is not included in C. So it's not completely inside of C. There's a couple different notations we'll use in the class. One is set notation or set builder notation. And so say we write it this way. So we say E and then X, and there's a straight bar. X is the number between 1 and 3. So in words, that is X such that X is a number between 1 and 3. In mathematical notation, we could change that to X such that in between 1 and 3, it'd be 1 is less than X and less than 3. But some things to notice about the notation are these brackets right here. So you'll always have these curly brackets when you're talking about sets. And then this X and this straight bar, that will always be there. And then what changes is what's inside here. So this is what will change depending on the situation. Okay, and you can kind of see that on this example here. We say list the elements in this set. So X such that X is a whole number between 0 and 4. Okay, so if it's between 0 and 4, that implies it's not including 0 and 4. And so our whole numbers or a set would be in brackets, and it would be 1, 2, 3. If we wanted to give it a name, we could say, well, let's just call this B, and we'll just put B equals. Okay, so that's a little bit about sets. We're going to continue diving into this going forward, but that'll get you started on some of the notation and some of these definitions.